What's going on? Blake here at Trade Tracer, and as always, none of this is financial advice. Trade and invest at your own risk. Today, we're going to talk about the S&P, how I'm playing the market, and what to expect this week. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We have the S&P SPY pulled up here on a daily time frame, and yeah, on Friday we had a massive bullish reversal candle back into the cloud, closing an uptrend. So this is a positive sign, and if you watched last week's video, we talked about this being, really oversold and, potentially having, a balance and maybe fill in some of these previous gaps. So if you can see, this gap got filled here, and then there's one above as well. So would not, would not surprise me if we do come up and get some momentum this week. Ideally, what I'm looking for, I'd like to see us bull flag and consolidate for a couple days and then make a move higher. Either way, we're in an uptrend. So, we had rules to get long on Friday. I got long the ES and NQ. Nasdaq a little bit stronger. Nasdaq actually was an uptrend day earlier. So Nasdaq looks pretty strong, and is already filled this previous gap and now is moving into this range. So Nasdaq actually is setting up. So some of these names in the Nasdaq look pretty good, and we'll have some of those names on our playbook for this week, because we got uptrend and we're going to be looking to add market exposure. Now, that being said, I do want to preface this that this is still a bear market. We're still below a declining 50 and a declining 200-day moving average, and until we can see some sustained momentum to the upside and some global macro scenarios play out, I'm not too confident in this uptrend, right? So limit your expectations. There's massive supply in this zone, in this area right here, which obviously coincides with the top of the cloud, the 50-day moving average. So, right around that 305 area on QQQ is when you can start to see some real real supply coming into play if we even get up there. Do I expect that we get up there? I do expect that this gap does get filled, and we probably see some short covering and maybe come above this 50-day before rolling back over. So not to predict the market, but I think that is a likely scenario. Similar with the Nasdaq and the SPY, I want to see consolidation and then a breakout higher. On that breakout, I'll add. We're already long, and unless we get stopped at our runner, which I got in early on Friday within those first 3 minutes, alerted in Telegram. Was able to scale more than half the position, and now the stop is at the entry. And I'll add to that if we see price strength confirmation later this week. So, yeah, that's how I'm playing this market. We play the uptrends. We're an uptrend, and we've already gotten paid, and our stop is now at our entry, and we'll add new long market exposure with the trading playbook and also on price strength confirmation on the SPY and also the QQQ. Taking a look at crypto, yeah, Bitcoin, closing inside this 10-day moving average still doesn't look great. Just going to have to keep an eye on this. Not a ton of momentum. So far, these have been tracking similar to equities. Ethereum, slightly stronger than Bitcoin, relatively speaking. But at the same token, we're inside this cloud. I'd like to see us back above this range before you can really start to feel really bullish crypto. But that being said, I think, if I say this every time, if your time horizon is an investor's time horizon, I think these are fine levels to dollar cost average in and accumulate at these levels. Gold not doing too much, kind of failing at this 10 and 50. We try to, dip our toes into this. We had a nice run back here, but then, we just gave it all, pretty much most of it back when we got this gap down. But yeah, had to get out of this position because gold wasn't doing too much, especially as a hedge. Yeah, and so we've taken a simplified approach to the portfolio, still slightly net long. We have our hedge on with PSQ, but I think this week we could potentially easily see more continued strength to the upside. Like I said, ideally I'm waiting to see a bull flag and then a break above. That would give me a lot of confidence. I would like to maybe even see this gap back here get filled. So the gap from Friday, if we were to trade in this range on QQQ, like this 285 to 287, 288 area, and then, fill this gap and then price think confirmation above Friday's high, that would get me very bullish in a short-term time horizon. I think we would easily see a move up into this range. So that's really ideally what I'd like to see. It'd give me the most confidence to get long. So that's how I'm going to be playing this. So that's all I got for you guys this week. Take things slow. We're already long. We had a massive day on Friday. Trading Playbook is going to see a lot of tech this week, so keep an eye on that. Talk to you guys on Monday.